This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. If you're angry, want the truth exposed, and strap and prepared to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louis B. I takes no bullshit from nobody. I actually expose the bullshit of the society and chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different. We're going to get started with the news, and we're going to get started with current news, and we're going to news and commentary, and then we're going to get to our subject. So what's first on the stack? Let's get to the news right now. Where the fuck is my Twitter? Where the fuck is the twatter? Okay. Oops. Okay, logging on to Twitter. Boom. Actually saw some shit saw some shit in the stacks today where Oklahoma Education Department approves crackdown on teaching critical race theory. Yes. Honestly, like I said before, critical race theory infantilizes people of color. Oh, people can't vote for themselves. People can't do nothing because of some perceived threat, some perceived slight by the white man. We can't do nothing because of the white man. The white man okay, really? We can't do nothing? I'm able to live my life just fine and accomplish everything that I need to accomplish just fine. We got Oklahoma Board of Education voted Monday to prohibit K-12 public school teachers from discussing 8 different concepts about race, with violators potentially having their teaching licenses suspended. Yeah, you know why? Because it's all about indoctrination. It's not about any real education. It's not about teaching kids about the civil rights movements or stuff like that. It's all about you're a victim or you're a perpetrator because of the color of your skin. And to me, that's lazy. It's completely lazy. The 5-1 vote brings the Board of alignment with a new state law signed by Republican Governor Kevin Stitt in May, prohibiting the teaching of critical race theory, which has become a topic of furious debate around the country in recent months. Yeah, honestly, if I had kids, I would have to homeschool. I would rather homeschool and have them indoctrinated into this bullshit. And that's really what it is bullshit. It's infantilizing. We don't need critical race theory. I mean, I'm just going to get into that more on the main topic as I go along with it. So, anyways, woke activists hurt cause with self-righteous toxicity, left-wing think tank. Left-wing think tank. Okay. Woke activists often ruin their own cause with narcissism and self-righteous toxicity, a left-wing UK think tank said Monday. The Fabian Society, a democratically governed socialist society founded in 1884, warned in a pamphlet published Monday that petty infighting often gets in the way of progressives winning what it deems the culture war. The rage many progressives feel about the inequality and injustice that disfigure our society is not merely understanding understandable is not merely understandable and legitimate. It can be actively helpful as a source of collective inspiration and personal resilience, the report said. However, the point of which tips from the strength into weakness when righteous anger becomes self-righteous toxicity, the group warned. Yeah, I mean, this is the type of shit you see when it's like, if you won't date a trans woman, you're transphobic. If you won't date a man, you're homophobic. It's that shit. It's you're ableist. It's the creating of new terms to create victims and to create perpetrators. You don't get nowhere. You're not getting any understanding because it gets to the point where honestly, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, when it comes to any other leftist group, I don't want to listen to them. They're all freaking crazy to me. They're all a bunch of schwagaboons, as I would like to call them, schwagaboons. So it's it's a new term. Why somebody's like schwagaboons? That's a new racial term. I create new words, new of them. So we got also updates. Bill Cosby freed from prison after court overturned sexual assault conviction. Honestly, I believe he was innocent. I mean, they violated his rights. They violated that man's rights, and honestly, it's like he was raping. He was raping. You know what? It really comes down to, I mean, I hate to be this guy, but there has to be some personal responsibility here. Would I go into a place if I was afraid for my safety? No. There's certain places I wouldn't go to. And but then again, as a man, I'm held more accountable. It's like, why did you go into that building if you knew it was unsafe? Yeah, of course you got your ass kicked, and good for you. You should be glad that you're alive. I mean, and they convicted him over the ugliest chick. Even when she was young, that chick was fucking nasty looking. Like, really? Really, Bill? If he really slept with that woman, like, that had to have been an insult. That had to have been an insult. Like, yo, even when she was young, she was busted looking. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that's a question of it. That's proof of his innocence, but it's just like, come on, Madon. Yeah. So, anyways, it's safe to say that my experiment with stereo is officially over. Yay! Tried to stream tried to use a specific an app, so that way I could use the app on my computer, so that way I could stream an audio version from this to there, but it kept timing me out. The shit kept timing me out. It's like, ugh, God, why fucking bother? Ugh. God, I mean, stereo fucking sucks. I mean, the stereo app sucks. All it is fucking a bunch of people. Like, it's just a group call. I mean, I'm still talking on it. People can still hear me on there, I guess. I mean, it's just broadcasting from my cell phone and not from my computer. So it just comes down to it. But anyways, comes to my topic. Cancel the flag. Is the United States flag a racist symbol? Should it be canceled? Black Lives Matter Utah leader Lexscott views the United States flag, the stars and stripes, oh glory, as a racist symbol, all because alleged white supremacists fly it. Well, white supremacists breathe air, they drink water, they eat food. We should do it. That means they're all white supremacy symbols, right? Everything's a white supremacy symbol. If a white supremacist touches it, it's a white supremacy symbol. I'm pretty sure white supremacists eat at McDonald's. Is that a white supremacy restaurant now? White supremacists drink sweet tea. Is that a white supremacy drink? Should we stop drinking sweet tea? Is that it? Is that what we should do? Like, honestly, I am really getting fucking tired of Black Lives Matter and their stupidity. And I will always speak out against Black Lives Matter, because that's what they are. Black Lives Matter, because they don't fucking focus on the real issues. They focus on one thing. Honestly, if you don't want to be called the N-word, stop celebrating it. You're not taking anything back. You're not taking back the N-word. You just look like fucking idiots calling yourselves that. You don't see Hispanics calling, or Latinos calling themselves spica. Yo, what up, my spica? Sup, spica? We're taking back the word. It's like, no, you'd be like, you get your ass kicked by other Latinos. Like, yo, why the fuck are you using that word? The fuck's your problem? Like, what is your fucking problem? You serious? So when the flag flies at the state capitol, this is news. So 2 News asked, is that hateful? If they have not spoken out against hate groups flying that same flag, they are sending a message of support. She replied. First of all, look, I believe flying the Nazi flag, you're fucking retarded. You're racist. Because it was a foreign power that we as a country stood up against and realized them ethnically cleansing was fucking repugnant and they had to be stopped. And the only time we fought them is when they decided they wanted to fucking attack us. And then it was like, okay, well, then it's time for us to kick the shit out of you. And now flying that flag, you're racist. You're racist if you fly the fucking Nazi flag. That's because of the ideology behind it. The ideology behind the United States, Old Glory, Stars and Stripes flag is freedom. Freedom has always been a symbol of freedom. Since 1776, that's what the flag stood for. Even after it's redesigned to include the other states, the other territories, to go past the 13 colonies, It was always a symbol of freedom to fight against tyranny, to fight against overtaxation. That's what it stood for. It's a symbol of hate because people won't call it out when other people use it. Like, that is the stupidest argument I've ever fucking heard. That is the most retarded fucking argument I have ever heard. And I have no problem calling it fucking retarded, because that's exactly what it is. It's fucking retarded. It's honestly, to me, this is a fucking cash grab. It's like we're gonna make something racist that isn't racist. That's what we're going to do. We're gonna turn something racist that isn't racist, just so that way we could continue the victimhood mentality, to continue the fucking identity politics, so that way we can continue getting donations. Lexscott is probably trying to fucking do what the last bitch did and fucking buy a bunch of properties, live the capitalist dream, trying to scam people out of money so that way she could buy her own house. Like, please, that's what this is all about. This is not about any racial inequality. It's about trying to make money. She's Lexscott. I don't know who she is, but I'm going to assume she's a grifter. And in fact, most of Black Lives Matter, the whole organization, are a bunch of fucking grifters. Most people on the fucking left are a bunch of grifters. They're not true believers. They're not. They don't believe the shit they say. They just come out with these sound bites that sound controversial, and we're gonna make controversy over nothing. Make something out of nothing. Oh my God, he's drinking Diet Pepsi while he's supposed to be on this podcast. That's a sign of white supremacy and homophobia. Well, you know what? Take this. Take that for homophobia. I drank some Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi is a product of homophobia. Shut up. If they have, okay. What about somebody who is flying the flag in their yard or along the street? If those people fly the flag in their yard along the street, have seen the Ku Klux Klan flying it, and they say nothing, then they must support it. Support hatred, Scott said. Why would we not think that it is a hate symbol? Because it's a symbol of freedom, you stupid cunt. The flag is a symbol of fucking freedom. Like, the mental illness of this bitch. She needs to cut the shit. Like, honestly, either that or get on some fucking medication, or at least be honest. I need donations. Like, honestly, how's about we do something like, oh, we're gonna build up black businesses, or we're gonna build up Black Wall Street. We need money. We need donations, so that way we can build storefronts and donate them to black businesses, so that way we can rebuild Black Wall Street. I would be behind that. Business ownership was only good for America. I don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, black business ownership. Okay, fine, whatever. Own a business. Make it into a little thing. I don't care. But don't get mad when we're like, oh, let's support white businesses. Let's support brown businesses. Let's support Asian businesses. Let's support mom and pop businesses as a whole. But these motherfuckers want to make racism out of nothing. Out of nothing, they want to make racism out of any little fucking thing. You know why somebody might not speak out against the Ku Klux Klan? It's because the Ku Klux Klan is so far removed away from normal people, normal Americans, that's not the first thought in their head. Like, will this make me, is this associated with the Ku Klux Klan? No. No one thinks the fucking American flag is associated with the Ku Klux Klan. Like, I would understand if you're talking about the Confederate, the rebel flag. I would understand the rebel flag. That I understand. But I don't understand, oh glory, the stars and stripes, the flag of freedom. Like, honestly, most people have not even met a real Ku Klux Klan member outside of perhaps daytime television. And even still, it's like, I personally never seen a Klansman in real life. Never, ever. Never the once. And guess what? You know how many times white supremacists come into my brain? Never. Almost never. And the only time they come into my brain is when some freaking idiot wants to bring it up. It only comes out when it comes up. Oh, stereo just freaking knocked me off. All right. It just, almost never. Never the fucking once. We have headlines saying outrage at Black Lives Matter, calling the American flag a hate symbol. We never see headlines saying outrage at Ku Klux Klan flying an American flag. First of all, we think of, look at those fucking dumbasses fucking talking about white supremacy. Look at these fucking inbred motherfuckers. We fucking roast the Ku Klux Klan. Already we roast them. We roast them as their ideology is stupid. And honestly, and the only reason why we don't mention it, because we constitutionally speaking, we can't stop them from waving the American flag. We cannot stop them. We can't stop them from waving the fucking Nazi flag, and they fly that shit. We think they're fucking idiots. But honestly, the last thing in our minds is to consider the American flag a hate symbol because these asshats fucking wave it. Look, and in honor of this, I'm wearing a shirt that says it's okay to be white. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be brown. It's okay to be red. It's okay to be pink. It's great to be human. I got it from InfoWars. Got it from the InfoWars shop. That's the last thing that's on our fucking collective minds. It's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, look at the Ku Klux Klan. Oh, the whites. Oh my God, they're wearing. Why they have the American flag? Of course, they got the American flag. Everyone flies the American flag. Like, are you fucking kidding me? We see, because it is common knowledge that white supremacists and the Ku Klux Klan are a bunch of crazy extremist losers, and there are such small they're small section of the population. A lot of people have never even come across a Ku Klux Klansman. In towns where they try to establish their foolishness, they get run out of town. No one wants them around. We already fight against the Ku Klux Klan. And in fact, a lot of places they're not able to go. They have to rebrand themselves. And even then, they get discovered like, no, you're an idiot. Case in point, the American front. Not to be confused with the Patriot front. The American, wait, I could be wrong because I probably got this fucking shit. Okay, Patriot. Yeah, okay, the Patriot front bad, American front good. American front is our actual. It's a multicultural, multi ethnic patriot group. The Patriot front are a bunch of white supremacists, bunch of crackheads, in my opinion. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, worry about that. But even still, they actually fly their own flag there, but they also fly the American flag. You can't stop them. That is a constitutional right, and we're not going to start taking away constitutional rights from people, because then they're going to start people. That might cause a president to take constitutional rights from the rest of us. Adoy. But do you accept many people don't consider a hate symbol as to news? I don't accept that. She doesn't accept that people don't view the American flag as a hate symbol? Yeah, of course not, because you need to make money. So yeah. Black Lives Matter Utah also put out a post saying it had just pissed off every Republican in America. No, you pissed off every American. You've made Black Lives Matter look even more ridiculous, and you just hurt your own cause, because who's going to want to listen to you? It's like, really, it's the same fucking rationale that the LGBTQ tries to push, where if you don't want to date trans people, you're transphobic. If you don't want to date a gay man as a straight man, you're homophobic. Oh, you're not gay if you sleep with another man. It's that type of retardation that the left constantly comes out with. It is that same bullshit that they come up with. Like, hello, Lucy. Lucy, is that okay? Are you okay there? Is everything fine? Like, fucking explain that shit to me. Like, the mental gymnastics that these asshats have to fucking jump through. It's like, it hurts my brain, because honestly, it lacks common sense. It lacks any type of fucking common sense. It lacks any type of real thought. It's intellectually dishonest. And of course, it's like the GOP. The GOP is working on taking away voting rights away. No, they're not. Requiring people to present a fucking ID to prove their identity, so that way somebody doesn't try to steal their ballot and vote for them, which has been happening on both sides of the aisle, mind you. I'm going to be talking about that. But obviously, everything's racism. Everything's race. Everything's this. Everything's that. And I'm like, get a fucking life. Get a fucking life, Scott. You full of shit, Scott. Oh, yeah. What was that a smart thing to do? We create change, she replied. We got the entire nation to talk about this. I think it was a smart thing to do. No, what you did was create enemies. You create things that people don't even want to deal with. They don't want to deal with you now. They're going to look at you like you're a fucking idiot. They're going to put you in the same category as the Ku Klux Klan. Congratulations, Scott. You're full of shit, Scott. If I could take a thing from Ant-Man at the end of Ant-Man 1. You know, but anyways, the NAACP actually came out against this. NAACP did not